Hi there and welcome. Irina here. In this video, let us talk about managing payments in a Zendesk account. We'll have a look at how to add payment methods so that all types of payments are actually recorded well in your Zendesk account, and also how to add them to your invoices. To begin with, let us have a look at the payment settings that are available in your account. To do that, let's go to the settings menu and find the payment category here. Depending on your geographical region, you might see slight differences for the setup here. So for example, if your account isn't located in Australia, you won't see the Medicare and Tyro option. So these two are for Australian customers. Anyway, what else you can set up through the payment settings is the payment methods, insurers, and you can also enable and connect your Zendesk account to your Stripe account through this menu for processing card not present payments. Anyway, to begin with, let us have a look at the payment methods here. So each account, once you start a new trial, comes with a list of manual payment methods already added for you. And here on this page, you can tidy this up. For example, you can remove the payment methods that you won't be using so that they're not cluttering your views. So for example, you won't be accepting Amex cards, and in this case, you can just deactivate the payment to remove it from your list. If you want to add a payment method that's not available here, click Add and just give it a name. What type of payment method this is, for example, a debit card, and save the changes. So this way, you can set up your list of payments that your business is working with, and they will always be available for you. If you integrate your account, your Zendesk account with a Stripe account, and if you are located in Australia and you integrate with a Tyro processing, then those two methods will also show up here in the payment methods and will be available for selection when you are recording a payment in Zendesk. If you ever made a payment method inactive, you will still be able to access it. Just click on this Show Inactive switch here at the top, and all the payment methods that you have deactivated previously will be showing here in this grayed out form. So you can just click one, and if you want to make it active and start using it again, just turn on this switch and save. And there you go. These payment methods becomes available. If you deactivated a payment and it's sitting here, for the historical records, it will still be showing on the invoices where this payment method was used. If you want to add a payment method that's already existing in your deactivated list, the system will warn you about that. So for example, I want to add a payment method check. And when I try to save it, I will see that this error notification, it says that the payment method with this name already exists. And if I don't see it here in the list of active payments, what I'll need to do, okay, let's just delete that. I'll just click here again the Show Inactive switch and have a look, and yes, here it is. I have a check payment method that's already been used by me and made inactive. So I'll just make it active again and save, and I will be able to use this again. So we do this for the recording purposes so that all your data is saved correctly, and if you were using a payment method and then made it inactive, the system won't allow you to duplicate the same payment methods. You just enable it and start using again. Okay, let's move on and process our first payment here in a Zendesk account. So to do that, let's have a look at probably the most common use case for processing payments, paying for a client, collecting a payment for the client's appointment after the session has been provided to the client. So to do that, let's just, I'll first click into the day view so that we have a bit of a better look at the appointments that have been provided. And we have this appointment that is already past its time. The service has been provided. It's probably, let's change the status to completed because the service has been provided to the client. Wonderful. So now we scroll to the invoicing section of the appointment panel, and here we have the payments option, the payments drop down. Let's click into it and select what type of payment method we are using when processing the payment for this client. So for example, they're using their Visa card to pay through the card terminal that you have available at your premises. The payment amount will be added here automatically. It will be equal to the amount owing on this invoice. So you process the payment on the terminal, and now you're making a record of it in your Zendesk account. Let's just save. Wonderful. The payment has been processed successfully. The amount owing is 0. So what you can do now, if necessary, you can print out this receipt and provide it to your client. So let's have a look just quickly at the preview. We will see that the payment has been recorded at the bottom of this document, and it shows how much was paid, how it was paid, when it was paid, and the balance owing for this particular invoice. So you can just click print and print it out to provide it to your client. Alternatively, if they prefer to receive their invoices and receipts via email, you can just click email envelope here on the invoicing panel as well, and just send that invoice to the client. Once processed, you will see that the envelope icon here on the invoicing panel has changed to an open envelope. This means that the document, the receipt in this case, has been emailed to the payee. So now let us have a look at another option. So for example, you have one more appointment that just finished and you need to process the payment for this appointment for the client. Let's also set it to completed, just to keep our records straight. And now the client would like to split this payment. So they would want to pay partially by cash and partially by a card. And still you are able to do that. So for example, let's click into the payment method, and first you'll be, for example, processing a card payment on the terminal that you have available, and this time they're using their MasterCard, and they want to put, for example, $90 on the MasterCard. That's what you'll do. You'll just manually enter the correct amount that you've processed through the MasterCard, and then if there is another part of payment they're ready to pay now with cash, for example, just click on this add payment line here. The second payment method will become available to you. The remaining amount will be allocated automatically, and you just need to process to select what type of payment method was used for this additional payment. So that's how you can split the payment on one invoice, and click save. Excellent. There you go. Let's have a look at the preview of this invoice. And now we can see that 2 payments have been recorded on this receipt. So again, date collected, the type of payment method, and what amount has been processed using each of those methods. Similarly, you can either print this out or send the receipt using email. Now let us have a look at how you can record a payment that has been received for the past appointment through the bank transfer, for example. To do that, we'll go into the quick search, select invoices, and here just enter the information that you have available about that payment. So for example, it could be an invoice number that the client referenced in their bank transfer. So let's do that. Okay, excellent. So we were able to find that invoice. Let's just click it here. and the invoice editing page has been opened. You can also add payments using this interface. Let's just go to the invoice payment section here and click add payment. And here in the payment method, select the method of this payment. So in this case, it is the direct deposit that the client have sent you. Again, here's the amount. Just check that it's correct and save it. There you go. You added the payment you received through your bank transfer and you made a record of it in your Zendesk account. And this is everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Please watch other videos for more information about managing payments in Zendesk.